All right, guys, what's up? What's up? Hopefully, you guys can hear me now on the Bitcoin video. It's kind of crazy how the last one I recorded you couldn't, but it's okay. Yesterday when I recorded the video, we were right here at this point, and what I was saying was that right now is a moment of truth with Bitcoin because this is a trend line that's been established based off of the sale. And if I'm correct, I think it's a daily trend line. Let's take a look. All right, so this is a daily trend line that's been established based off of the top of a sale before a really long leg. So that's what has been drawn. And as you see, it has broken through it. Now, what I was saying was that Bitcoin, if it breaks through it, we're going to see a really nice buy, which is what we're getting right now is a really nice buy. In addition to it, we got a breakout and it went up. And now it returned basically to almost somewhat retest this trend line. Now, because Bitcoin is so volatile, I'm not saying we're going to get a straight line from here all the way there. Like, markets doesn't work that way, right? But what we can see is a very strong push. I think that it may come back and touch this trend line as we got this 200 EMA kind of in confluence with the trend line, kind of right under where it is. I think it may come back and touch it just to retest it before we get a really strong buy. So truthfully, I would be looking for buys more so along this area. That's not to say that this isn't considered to be a retest and we're just going to blast off. And as you can see, it's buying right now. Very, very strong candle. So, I mean, that's exactly what we can see happen is that it just blows past this and keeps going. And that's the thing about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is very volatile, right? So you want to catch it on very either low points to buy or high points to sell. You don't want to jump in right here on this. You don't know where it's going to go. I mean, we don't know where it's going to go in general, but it's very risky for you to try to jump in on the trade at the top here. I've done it several times. You get all of this green candle stuff, and it makes you feel like, oh, we're going to blast and go past this. In reality, what happens is you get a wick where it comes back down to finally retest this, and it's faked you out. Got all of these people buying here, and there's a resistance right here. Say, for example, that is just going to come back down and retest, and then buy and go the direction you thought it would go. So this is risky business here. I wouldn't try to jump into a trade here. I honestly would try to wait till it comes back and test this trend line because this trend line has been respected several times. Let me get that off of there. This is off of the trade I took before. So this trend line has been respected several times on the sell. So for it to have broken, come back down and like attempted retest, and then buy back up, and we also have the 200 EMA sitting here that has supported price here, here, here. There's also resisted price here and here. This is very powerful. This is a tidbit I give away to you for free. 200 EMA that I use, and I just don't see us creating crazy new highs. We might just go up like right here to this area and then come back down and retest this. This is the volatility of Bitcoin, just the movement that it does. And so ultimately, I'm bullish on Bitcoin. I believe we're going to test 29,492. So Bitcoin back to 29,000. Everything other than that is just kind of up in the air. I do believe the sell is over for the lows of Bitcoin. And again, what I was saying yesterday, just because I didn't get a chance to kind of go into it because you couldn't hear the audio, was if we look at where Bitcoin was when it first made its initial takeoff. Back here, Bitcoin was under $1,000. Get it? And then we had this extreme buy that went up to 19,000. A sell-off where it came down to 3. Another, and tried to buy another sell-off where it made another like almost a double bottom at 3,000 again. At which point in time we got an extreme spike up to 65,000. And then now we're retesting a previous high from 2017, and as you can see, the green line is that, well, that's where we're at right now in price. When we look at price, we're right on this green line. It supported it once, twice, a third time. At which point in time we've broken a trend line that is off for a major sell on a daily. So I'm under the extreme belief that we're going to see Bitcoin possibly at 29,000 up to about 33,000. Somewhere in this range is where we'll see the movement go before we get some type of correction, real correction. I mean on a daily or on a larger time frame, not like on a lower time frame. We're going to get some type of real correction that that will allow us to be able to take advantage of an additional buy. Right now, I think it's a great time to buy. I just don't like what it looks like right now on the daily time frame. When, like I said, if I bought now, we'd be at the top of this wick that could end up wicking down just to retest this trend line. So to me, what I would do at this point, I'm actually going to set an alarm for this particular area. So that way, if there were any issues, which I know I got one active, so let's go ahead and stop that because I don't need that anymore. So if we were gonna be accurate, we would want to set it here so that we know when price comes down to test this trend line, it's a good time to check the market to get in for a trade. But me personally, if Bitcoin doesn't come back down to about 21,100 again in this area where I have circled off, I'm not gonna buy this. I mean, it's very easy to see. We had a potential Fibonacci move that happened here, where we got a retracement of nearly 60 or of 61.8 right here, which is golden zone for a buy. I would have taken that trade if I was here and I had got in here, but I was not looking at the market at the time, so I didn't get into it. That's not to say that if we don't break this area and then come back and retest it, that I wouldn't get in there. I just think that right now is a very questionable time for where it's going to go. Plus, we've already missed a very strong move. We wouldn't want to be in down here and be an extreme profit here. But obviously, I really wasn't looking at Bitcoin today. I was more so looking at SPX as what it was that I was going to trade. Shout out to my homeboy Dwayne, who actually trades as well. He actually texted me and was like, "Yo, Bitcoin TP smashed," and that's what gave me, made me look over and draw my attention over to it. But I definitely do see, like you see how big and engulfed. This is on the 1 hour, so the last hour. Look at how much volume is in this candle. Like, you just don't want to buy on top of that candle. It's just, I just think it's mad risky. So yeah, this is the video that I was putting out. I hope this video finds you guys well. Happy trading. And again, like I said, my brand is FBTR from Broke the Rich. We are basically going to be putting out a course, and like I said, it's going to be a very small number of people at first, but eventually probably get bigger. But I hope that you find value from what it is that I've showed you or went over with you today with Bitcoin, and also with my SPX video. If you haven't had a chance to see that, go ahead and check that out. I want to thank you so much for your time, you guys. You have a good day.